Any chance that the new SEC chairman will loosen up securities law? Still feel America is a step behind the world on crypto. You know what? It's tough to say. We definitely think so. Gary Gensler, he's aware of Bitcoin because he taught Bitcoin, or he taught a blockchain course at MIT. So he's, I think, more crypto friendly than the last SEC chairman. Jake Layton was basically the worst person to, well, not as a human being, but he was the most. He was very aggressive towards crypto. Let's just keep it at that. But with this new chairman, there is hope, right? But as I just mentioned, sometimes hope dies last. But I think I would say I'm optimistic. I still think America is behind. I still feel like we need more clarity in terms of crypto regulation. So if they could just put out a crypto bill that tells us exactly what to do and what not to do, that gives people an on-ramp for innovation here in America, because innovation is still happening. And it pains me to see Americans to innovate. So, I mean, why go overseas? Because if America is going to be the place of innovation of Silicon Valley, we should keep that innovation here. Because the last thing America wants to see is that innovation go overseas. And I think now that's going to be sped up, especially now because other countries are creating their own digital currencies. So I think when America saw China building their own digital currency, that kind of woke them up, right? And said, you know what? Let's speed things up and maybe bring this innovation back here, because if their digital currency becomes the world's reserve currency, I don't think America likes that, right? Because obviously, from a political standpoint, they're kind of rivals. But yeah, that's kind of my quick take on that. Bill, what do you think?
I think the SEC, after GameStop, has got bigger problems than crypto. Okay. They are going to have to investigate that, shake people out. And I'm sure the SEC will be the long arm of the law protecting the big guy versus the GameStop rebellion. So when it comes to crypto, they may have to just sort of go along with what Jay Clayton was doing with XRP. But I don't think this SEC is going to be laying awake at night figuring out how they can sort of get crypto, right? Now, it makes sense given that 700,000 people filed for initial unemployment benefits last week, that the US government would do anything it could to foster economic growth and job creation, and that includes crypto. Okay. Now, the other argument is pretty simple. I think if ETH goes to 5,000, nobody in the Fed or the Treasury or the SEC is going to care about that. But I think if Bitcoin ever has a six-figure price tag or starts going up the way it did, and the central banks get embarrassed, the SEC could be the arm where the central banks basically try to stop their own embarrassment. Okay. So if ETH is the leader of the market, I think the SEC is going to just let that happen. The only way the SEC gets negative on crypto is if you see Bitcoin go to some of these stratospheric upside price targets that, a lot of smart people have. So that's how I would break it down.
All right. Thank you, Bill.
Token Metrics is a cryptocurrency investment platform that helps users leverage machine learning to become better crypto investors. Our in-depth analysis helps eliminate the emotions of investing, find profitable investment opportunities, and filters out scams. Learn more at tokenmetrics.com.